First off, let me say, screw this blizzard. 40 inches of snow is very unnecessary. Shoveling 40 inches of snow is very unnecessary. The city being shut down for 5 days because of this blizzard is very unnecessary. People's neighborhoods still aren't fully plowed out is very unnecessary. This place needs to do better. This is ridiculous. Okay, review time. Hi. Got that off my chest. Alright, so we start off with German flipping out. We start off where we picked off the last episode. And we're thinking he's gonna tell not Olivia, Asha about his dream. Well, nightmare. No, he doesn't. He's like, baby, she was trying to hurt you. And that's why I woke up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night, yelling her name 3 times in a row. And she was like, oh, okay, let's go back to sleep, baby. I was like, stupid. You need to tell her because it's clearly bugging you, but whatever. So Lionel and Derek are, I don't know, they run into each other or something. And Lionel's like, Derek, are you going to sign? And Derek's like, when you give me a better deal? And Lionel's got an attitude about it. And it's like, he's a free agent. He can sign wherever he wants to. Just get him a better deal. Like, that's all he's been asking for. Hello? Like, pick it up. So Lionel's all mad. Then that one guy, who is he? The NBA director or whatever. He comes in, pisses Lionel off even more because of the sale of the team. So then we get to Lionel and these 3 people with Jude. And this one dude, one of them is hitting on Jude. And these people are here to settle Derek's contract. So Jude is clueless that the guy is clearly hitting on them. Clearly he has googly, I want to eat your banana eyes. And Jude's not seeing it. So Lionel has to take him outside and she's like, fool, I'm about to pimp you out. You about to go get this deal done. I want Derek. This dude wants you. Put 2 and 2 together, figure it out, put your big girl panties on, and get me this deal. So that was that so far. And then we had this dance scene that they have every episode. All the dances are really cool. This one was cool. It was for the calendar shoot. And Raquel was nervous. And Cal was like, girl, you don't need to be nervous. And she played with her boobies a little bit. And then Raquel got less nervous. And then they did this dance. And they was just dancing and stuff. And it was like cute or whatever. And I was like, ooh, those red chucks. I got those. I got those. The fire scene and everything, in the water. I was like, oh, this is cute. This is nice. Good job. I don't know who the choreographer is, but claps for you. So then Terrence comes in. He just shows up. I'm like, dog, you popping up everywhere. Like, bruh. And he tells Elena he's got these meetings because they want to buy the Devils. He's got like 6 meetings lined up. She's like, good. And he's like, but baby, I just lost my shoe deal. And I said, if Derrick Rose can keep his shoe deal for 2 to 3 years, how long was he out? Either 2 or 3 years, sitting on a bench, and you can't keep your shoe deal, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Because Derrick Rose kept his shoe deal all those years. He was just sitting on the bench. It was like, what? It was like 2 to 3 seasons. But they won't let him keep his shoe deal? That's messed up. That's messed up. Is it because Derrick Rose is light skinned? Is it because Derrick Rose is light skinned? Ooh. Mm, 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 mm. So Yelena's a little devastated by it, but she's like, baby, you got this. You know what? We're gonna be sitting on billion. Let me do my meet with someone and get this 10%, back so we can have it, so we can own the Devils. So it turns out Yelena is meeting with her mom over the 10%. We all know she has a resentment towards her mother. They don't have the best of relationship, and it's definitely showing. Her mom's like, I knew you'd come around for that 10%. I just thought it'd be sooner. What did you say later? Correct me if I'm wrong. So mom ends up noticing Yelena's engagement ring, but Yelena ain't trying to talk to her mom about nothing sentimental or emotional. She just wants to talk business. She wants that 10% and she wants to get this over with. And her mom's like, okay, you know what? Since you like deals, here's how this is about to go down. We are going to plan something for your wedding together tomorrow. And while we do that, we'll talk about your 10% deal. Helena is looking at her like, ain't this some bullshit? This is a whole lot of bullshit. So then we go to Terrence, and he's trying to make a deal with some dude. He's trying to, who's that dude? He's trying to make a deal with this dude. And he's flaunting over his glory days and stuff. And the guy's like, cut it out. Cut out the nonsense. I know you lost your shoe deal, but listen, we can be partners. We can go in on this as long as you have the money. Okay? All right. Cool. Cool. So then we get to Asha. Asha is at her mom's house in that hideous Boston uniform. I mean, I it was I didn't like the Boston uniform. I don't know what y'all thought of it. And she tells her mom, look, they offered me this position in Boston, and I think I'm gonna take it. I don't know how you're gonna feel about it, so I just decided to wear this uniform. So when you open the door, you'd see, and then it will be a conversation starter, and we can talk about it. And her mom's like, look, honey, follow your dreams, okay? It's okay. Just follow your dreams. I won't hold you back from this. And Asha's like, I want to tell German, but he's been so MIA lately. And I'm like, Lord, did German go to Boston to kill the director of Boston so his girl won't have to move? I mean, that's all I was thinking. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but that's exactly what I was thinking the entire time. Okay, so let's talk about Jude and Zero. Jude, do we really have to talk about him and his flirting? Um, I can't even call that flirting, actually. I don't know what that was. Um, Horrible attempt at flirting. I don't, I don't, I don't understand. Flirting's not that hard. Faking for flirting is not that hard. So, yeah, that was horrible. Um, so Jude is trying to flirt with Homeboy from the deal, and but while he's succeeding, quote unquote, Zero comes in and cock blocks. Jude gets upset. Zero's like, Oh, I'm sorry, baby, it won't happen again. And Jude falls for Zero's zero charm. So then Jude actually goes on a date with this dude, and all Jude is Jude does talk. Jude, when you go on a date, you're not supposed to just talk about your ex the whole time. Okay? Okay. Okay, pumpkin. Now that we got that out of the way. Coach. 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 I am so disappointed in you giving Zero the captain's position. First, I thought you weren't going to do it. You had me smiling until you turned around, Captain. I can't believe it. Like, I'm just. No, Coach, we're on bad terms right now. Okay? Coach also very worried about Sloane because she's the one who forced the sale. Worried about her safety, which is like you and whatever. And then we have Coach and Derek. Derek signed like I want to build an animal more. That's why I haven't signed yet. Coach is like, don't let your ego get in the way. There's got to be something more important than your ego. And Derek's just looking, and I'm like, Derek, please say this. Tell him then my ego. Just say it. Just say it. So I can see his reaction. That's all I wanted. That would have had me rolling on the ground. Like just rolling laughing. But he didn't. He just stood there kind of thinking. So then we back to Sloane. Yeah, let's go back to Sloane. So Sloane gave me street smarts in this scene. She's getting coffee. There's some weird dude just staring at her. She peeps it. She notices it. I think pretends to be on the phone. Peeps the guy, still staring. She's like, okay, creepy. She goes to the facility, but she doesn't go in. The dude runs up behind her and she pops out of woodwork. Boom! Why are you following me and who are you? And he's like, uh, 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 I'm your bodyguard. Pete sent me, and yeah. And Sloane actually believes it. And she's like, oh, Pete, oh, my sweetheart. Oh, I love him so much. Make sure he pays you for the week, but you don't have to protect me. She goes in the building. The bodyguard goes away. And I'm thinking she's actually going to bring the situation up to Pete, right? Wrong. Later in the episode, she's on the phone with Pete about the bodyguard at night, gets in her car. Next thing you know, the bodyguard, quote unquote, is in the back seat, puts a knife to her neck. Not really. Like, legit, the knife was very far away from her neck. So I was like, I can't take you seriously as a killer if you're gonna hold the knife a foot away from my neck when it's easy for me to just slip out the car. Did anyone else peep that, or was it just me? Was it just me? It was probably just me. If it was just me, please go back and see how far away that knife was from her neck. Anybody else would have had that knife right on the neck. Like, that's more threatening. She had ample room to get out the car. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Alright, so Yelena's trying on this dress. Um, and she comes out looking very stunning in it. And her mom, which is played by Miss Lynn Whitfield, is telling her how stunning she looks. She's like, oh my god, when your father walks you down the aisle, and Yelena just snaps, like she just turns freaking Freddie or something. And she's like, that'll never ever happen. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing my father up. And her mom's like, oh, what is your problem? And Yelena just goes into depth about how he used to, beat her and how she was scared for her life. She was scared for her mom's life. And her mom is just like, pretty much like, get over it. But the acting in this was so on point. Like, you could see the veins coming out of Yelena. You could feel when she was like down, when she wanted to cry, when she was angry and frustrated at her mom. But the way she was yelling at her mom, and when her mom yelled back, I was like, the last time I saw Miss Lynn Whitfield in a show, well, it was a movie, and her daughter was yelling at her, she slapped the black off her daughter. So, Yelena, you might want to calm it a little down. I was kind of scared for Yelena because if y'all haven't seen Miss Lynn Whitfield's work previously, you would have been scared for Yelena in this scene too. Because I was scared. I was like, I need a bottle of Hennessy just for this scene. But besides that, it was so emotional. Whoever wrote that did a great job. Those two performed it phenomenally. Like 100%. So phenomenal on the acting. I felt the emotion. I was like, oh man, see, I needed a bottle of Hennessy because I was scared. But now I think I have a little tear in my eye from the emotion and the powerfulness of the scene. I need another shot of Hennessy just to cure that. You know what I'm saying? So that scene ends with Miss Howard saying, look, all this time I thought you needed a father, but it turns out you needed a mother too. She gave her her 10% and she said, call me when you're ready, and walked out. And I was like, my heart can't take this anymore. I need a minute. Just a minute. So, German finally appears out of nowhere. I'm thinking he went to kill the Boston director or something because we all know he's crazy. I don't know where he's been either besides at Olivia's grave. Like, what has he been doing there the entire time? Has he been just sleeping and camping out there the entire time at Olivia's grave? I don't know. What do y'all think? But he finally shows up, and Oscar's like, listen, you've been avoiding me, and you might run after I tell you this, but I'm going to Boston, okay? And you're going to deal with it. And German was like, yeah, you know what? It's a great idea. Let's go. I'm going with you. We all know why German wants to go. He's trying to flee so he won't get caught. And him and Oscar are like, yay, okay. He's like, all right, let me put in my letter of resignation. So then we got Lionel. She's showing up at Derek's big old house. And she's posing when he opens the door. I'm like, girl, what you posing for? Like, can you just stand normal? So she's mad he still hasn't signed a contract. So she's over there like yelling at him and stuff. And she figures out, oh, this isn't just about you. It's about Asa too. I saw you peep that picture. But guess what, Derek? If you wouldn't know any better, you would know that your girl is going to Boston and German is going with them. And Derek is like, no, she didn't just drop this bomb. No, Aja ain't going. So guess what he does? Later on, he goes in the office and he's like, I'll sign your little contract under one condition. And Lionel's like, what more do you want? He says, Asha has to stay, and you need to make her devil girl. Bloop. So Asha's staying. That's right. She ain't going nowhere. Like I told her on Twitter, you ain't going nowhere. We ain't allowing this. Okay? You ain't going nowhere, girl. You better stay right here. And we got Zero again being a Zero. He's team captain. He wants to go rubbing in Terrence's face. He goes to Elena's restaurant and notices that the people that are trying to buy the devils are Terrence and Elena. So we're gonna have some drama with this. Can Terrence just beat the crap out of Zero and get a fine? Just pull Matt Barnes. It's okay. It's just a little fine. Who is it, like 13,000 Matt Barnes got fined for? Whatever. That's it. That's chump change. You better buy devils and become billionaires. Like, just beat the crap out of him. That's all I want. I'd love that. Okay? So, then we got a poor girl, Raquel. She's got some heart issue. She's got to go see a doctor. I forgot the name. A heart doctor. What is it? Cardiovascular? Is that it? I think that's it. So poor Raquel. Well, we need to keep her in our prayers, keep her lifted up, because we don't need Kyle taking care of her son. So let's see. Anything else happened? Ooh, Derek and his abs. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Let us pray. Let us have a moment of silence for Derek and his abs, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. That scene, I don't remember much that happened. I was just staring at Derek's muscles the whole time. So that's it. That's all that happened. Hit the floor.